This is the Rangers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the change of scenery did not change the results as the Rangers were mowed down in Motown by the reigning AL Cy Young Award winner Tarik Skubal and the Detroit Tigers by the final of 2-1, one and done once again for the Rangers as they dropped their third in a row. Here we go. Welcome into the Rangers Postcast, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Happy to be with you. Thank you for watching the Locked On Rangers podcast channel. And of course, this is where you'll find the outstanding work of Bryce Patrick every single day. Bryce was all over it again today, and I know he'll have a lot more to say about this one. But the frustration continues as this Rangers team just continues to struggle and not score runs. I mean, it's really that simple. Despite their elite pitching, they are the worst offensive team in baseball as far as scoring runs are concerned, and we are witnessing that every single day as the Rangers drop their third in a row. We're going to get right to it.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, again, it's just another tough luck loss and another offensive struggle. You know, we like the term defensive struggle, right, when it comes to football, but with this Rangers team, the way they're playing, it has been an offensive struggle as they just cannot get their offense going. They made some changes to the lineup, did Bruce Bochy tonight. They sent Dustin Harris down, and they called up Sam Haggerty, who they signed away from Seattle after he was not brought back by the Mariners. He actually had the lone RBI of the game, did Sam Haggerty, but it was not enough. Wyatt Langford batted second. You had Jonah Heim back behind the plate, Adolis Garcia, Marcus Semien, Josh Young, Josh Smith, and Ezekiel Duran was back in the lineup as well. He got hit by a pitch. Blaine Krim played at first as Bruce Bochy tried to give most of the lefties the night off, including Corey Seager, who we found out during the game is still dealing with the hamstring issue. So there you go. Another problem that the Rangers have to deal with. They made it sound like it's not serious and he's not going to miss any time or go on the IL again. But the fact that it, is still bothering him, that's not good. I mean, that can't be a good sign. And you just hope, literally, you got to hope and pray that he doesn't re-injure it again. But nonetheless, a frustrating night for the Rangers offense. We'll talk more about that in a minute. And again, very similar to Jack Leiter, who was, remember, in the finale last night yesterday in Boston. I mean, Jack Leiter was a little shaky early, but then was able to settle down and still only gave up 2 runs. Well, Patrick Corbin, gave up 2 runs in 7 innings on only 3 hits. And again, I made the comment yesterday that, and we've been saying this now for a month, is like instead of focusing on how great the starting pitching is right now, when a starter gives up 1 run or even 2 runs, it's like the game is over, the end of the world. Anything and 2 runs. He gave up 2 runs. That's awful. But no, it's not awful. It's actually really good. But because the offense is so bad right now, it's just taking away from everything and wasting these starts by the Ranger starters. And look, they're not going to come out publicly and point fingers, or because over the course of the season, as a pitcher, you're going to have some bad outings, and you'd like to think with a good team, there's going to be nights when the hitters carry the team, and then there are going to be other nights when the pitchers pick you up. Well, I mean, this offense just cannot get going, and I was listening to the TV broadcast, and I'm not trying to be critical here, but yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it was positive that they finally kind of got going after the fifth inning when there were no hits, and Skubal was working on a perfect game. But man, it was kind of, again, too little too late, and then you get into the late innings and you feel like right now this Rangers team, I mean, there's no chance. There's no chance for them to come back. Now, hey, give Tarik Skubal credit. I mean, he was absolutely filthy early on. The first 5 innings were, awesome. He ends up going 7 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 12 strikeouts, 96 pitches. I thought, this was just my take, I thought he's getting a little cocky there in the 5th inning. And, I know he got upset with that non-foul ball call on Marcus that looked like it. I mean, it didn't look like it hit his bat, but it was called a ball. And I just thought, though, he was kind of getting a little cocky out there, and it was good to see the Rangers respond the way that they did. But then you look at that 6th inning, and well, before that, let's get to the turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Yeah, I mean, really, unfortunately, with this Rangers team, they gave up a run in the 2nd inning, and that was really just a tough play after Wyatt Langford lost that ball, and Dingler was able to knock in Keith, right? That made it 1-0, and then in the 4th, the Tigers scored again. And so you're down 2-0, and like I said, at that point, it feels like the game is over. Now, in the top of the 6th, the Rangers, to their credit, like I said, they came out. Josh Smith started it off, broke up the no-hitter. Duran was hit by a pitch. He had 2 on, and then Krim struck out. Haggerty, the newcomer, hit a nice little bloop single into right, and great base running there by Josh Smith to score a run and to break up. But then you get Wyatt up. He struck out, and Jonah Heim grounds out. And then in the bottom of the 6th, you had that weird situation for the Tigers. And I'm sorry, it was in the top of the 6th. That was the Heim ground out where the umpires missed the play. The end of the inning there, the top of the 6th, when the umpire missed the force out at second base. And, conceivably, if they would have replayed that, if they would have made the call and got the call in time to replay, who knows? They might have been able to. They probably would have put Haggerty back at third, or they would have put a runner back, and they would have been able to keep the inning going. And who knows what would have happened? But they didn't, and that was it. And that was pretty much it for the Rangers. So you feel bad because the highlight is going to be, hey, look at Skubal, reigning AL Cy Young Award winner, 12 strikeouts, 1 run. But I mean, Patrick Corbin was right there didn't have the same stuff, but he was definitely squeezed at least a half dozen times by the umpire Malachi Moore. The first that walk that led to the first run was just brutal. And the umpires get graded, but again, I said this before. What good does that do when the game is over? So I don't know, man. I don't know what. I think we said everything that needs to be said. I think Bruce Bochy has said everything that needs to be said. They fired the hitting coach. They've gotten rid of guys. They've sent guys down. They've called guys up. But again, change of scenery, change of lineup, same results. And I don't know what it's going to take to get this team going. But I said this before, without a doubt. Chris Young and the front office, they got to do their part. But at the end of the day, you're a player on this team, on the Rangers team. You gotta kind of shake yourself and have a meeting and kind of wake up and say, you know what, I'm sick of losing and I'm sick of not getting hits, and you got to figure it out, work it out. And I'm sure they're trying, but what they're doing right now is not working. All right, when we come back, want to hear from you via the comment crew. Rangers fall in Detroit in the opener by the final of 2-1. This is the Rangers Postcast. All right, well, tough times right now for the Rangers, but as you know, there is nothing like the atmosphere of an NBA playoff game. Every bucket, every defensive stop, every moment feels huge. The arena gets electric. And with game time, you can be a part of it without the stress of last-minute ticket hunting. That's the worst. So what's great about game time, they make it easy and fast to get playoff tickets, even when demand is sky high, right? Believe it or not, prices actually on the app go down as tip-off gets closer, and their last-minute deals can save you up to 60%. That's a big, big amount. Now, they've got the last-minute deals, and I love this part of it too. The all-in pricing means there's no surprise fees at checkout. So what you see is what you pay. That's it. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. And with the NBA playoffs in full swing, right? Every night delivers highlight-worthy performances. These comebacks have been unbelievable. Major momentum shifts and can't-miss moments. So whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there has never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live with player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. So if you've got a read on who might be hot, why not back it up with the same-game parlay? How about combining live prop bets and mid-game based on how the action unfolds? You could put a $200 bonus in bets and add to the excitement if your first $5 bet hits. All right. So if you're new to FanDuel, it's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your order, place your first $5 bet. And if it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Okay, welcome back to the Rangers postcast. The Rangers fall to the Tigers 2-1. Let's go to Paul Wilson. Not nearly as discouraged today. Skubal can dominate many lineups. Pitching continues to be solid, and we scored a run. Have we caught anyone stealing this year? Can't remember one. I think there was one. I do think there was one, Paul, but you may be right. Mother Pig is back and says, well, that was predictable. Yeah, it's kind of feeling that way. It's been really, really frustrating. Again, Skubal was dealing early, and I like the way that the Rangers fought back and kind of got back in it with their run in the sixth. And the TV guys were talking about that, and I agree with that. I just feel like we're out of words at this point. I think probably, what unfortunately is that this thing just has to hit rock bottom. I thought they were at rock bottom, losing 3 out of 4 against the A's on the homestand, but I was wrong. That was not rock bottom. There's still a ways to go, but you just have to hope at this point that they just get all of this out of their system, get all of this losing and all the bad stuff, and that once they figure it out, once they get everything to click, that they'll be able to really take off, get on a good run, and play like the team that we think they're capable of being. I mean, it's that simple. But we talk so much about clutch hits, right? The importance of clutch hits, right? I mean, it's one thing to get hits, but it's another thing to get clutch hits and home runs. And I mean, those are the hits that win you games. And the Rangers are not getting them right now. And I've said this before, and I'm not trying to be redundant, but there's something about pressure, just pressure of performing in baseball that is just different, right? I mean, you look at the NFL, you look at the NBA. I mean, guys, they may not go off for 50 every night, right? But your great players, your go-to guys, they're going to perform for the most part, right? But I mean, you look at this Rangers roster, this lineup, their bats have, I mean, really, yeah, they've had some moments, but I mean, by and large, I mean, this team has woefully underachieved. I mean, across the board. I mean, nobody. And I mean, that's pressure. I mean, this team, after winning the World Series in 2023, had all the hangover and injuries and everything last year, but this team was healthy and better on paper and, went into this season expected to win and compete for a title again. And right now, I mean, they look like a team that is, struggling with that pressure. They're expected to win, and the pressure of, being expected to step up and to win and to deliver, just the opposite is happening. They're not. They're struggling, and they can't win, and they can't score, and they can't hit. So I think we've gotten as much as we can out of this one tonight. I'm going to leave it alone. I agree with you, Paul. Just tough to see the Rangers lose. Tough to see the Rangers score only one run again. You got to tip your cap. I I will say this: those first 5 innings, Skubal he looked awesome. I mean, the fact that the Rangers got to him and he kind of came back down to earth, that was impressive to me. But he was filthy in those first 5 innings, and he's got to hope that with Jacob deGrom on the mound tomorrow, the Rangers can bounce back tomorrow night and find a way to get back into the win column and snap this 3-game losing streak. And hopefully we'll see Corey Seager back in the lineup and feeling better as well. All right. Hey, thank you for those of you that were part of the show. I have to confess, I was not expecting a 2-hour game. I don't know how many of these we'll see, but I mean, that was basically a 2-hour game. Usually they put the time of the game in the box score. They didn't in the one that I have, but that was a very, very fast game to say the least. One more comment. Ricky Gonzalez says, I didn't think things could get worse than last year, but here we are. Yep, here we are. All right, and we will be here again tomorrow night. So I hope that you can join me then if you're up. I know it's the weekend. If not, enjoy the game, enjoy the weekend. If you're around, would love for you to be a part of the show. Don't forget to check out Bryce Patrick tomorrow as well before the game. And again, thank you for watching. Tough one tonight. The Rangers dropped the opener in Detroit 2-1. This has been the Rangers Postcast.